Good morning, X. It is Misha from X Society Movies and TV. We are talking today about a movie on Apple Plus called Blitz. This is a movie from Steve McQueen. He's made many other movies like 12 Years a Slave. This is his 2024 war movie, World War II. It is a visually stunning depiction of the Blitz in Battle of London, the German bombing of London. Now, if you go into this expecting it to be a straight war movie, you're going to have a bad time. I did not go into it expecting it to be a straight war movie. I expected there to be, more of a character exploration type plot. So essentially at its core, the movie Blitz attempts, and I say the word attempts, to tell the story of George, who is a young biracial, half black, half white boy in London, born to what seems to be a single mother or, widower, Rita. So essentially, George is dropped off at a train station and he's being evacuated to avoid possibly perishing in the Battle of London. But then he jumps off the train, and pretty much the rest of the movie is a bunch of little skits, more or less, vignettes of George just going through, like, various areas on the way back home. And I think some of them worked better than others. But it kind of felt more like I was watching, like, a bunch of AI-generated, like, ChatGPT storylines. And I'm not saying Steve McQueen did that. I'm not. I don't think he did at all. I think Steve McQueen wanted to explore it this way, but I'm saying it came off like I asked ChatGPT, okay, biracial boy, sent away by his mother to, in a war, wants to come back. What happens? Give me 5 subplots. And it's kind of like what happened. Now, I think some of those subplots did explore aspects of racism and racial identity, biracial identity rather well. I think that there were some elements of that were explored well that weren't, in my opinion, woke. I think that there were actual, racist type elements that were explored in the film but weren't overpowering. So, if anything, I'll give the film credit for that. Now, the cinematography, I mentioned earlier, visually beautiful. But as I like to say, if what you're hearing is the critic talk about how amazing the cinematography is, then it was not a good movie by any means. And this movie did not feel like a good movie. It's about 2 hours long, but it felt like it was 4 hours. The first third of the movie I actually felt was really strong. And then after that, I was kind of looking at my watch. I felt disconnected from a lot of the characters. There's a character, I think it's played by Harrison Dickinson, a soldier. And you recognize it's him, and he's framed as, being, this important character. But he has, no impact by the end of the movie. And he just disappears. What happened? Was he supposed to be, in some sort of romantic subplot or something? I don't know. It was just really weird. And that was one of many really weird decisions throughout the movie. Now, do I regret watching it? Not necessarily. It was a fine Apple TV movie. I watched it for free on this January Apple TV promo weekend that they did. So anything free is not the end of the world, in my opinion. But if you're looking for something else to watch on Apple TV, I think that there's a lot more better options. I would highly recommend you check out Slow Horses. I think that's a much more enjoyable watch. That's a series. And if you're looking for a movie recommendation, Wolf is probably one of the better ones, Wolf with Brad Pitt, that came out in 2024. I tend to like Apple's TV shows more than Apple's original movies. But one other movie recommendation. For a good popcorn flick, if you just take it as it is, Fly Me to the Moon. I think that movie is, pretty fun ride. Check it out. There's Scarlett Johansson in it, Channing Tatum. But otherwise, guys, that's my review of Blitz here. Check it out if you want to. Maybe it'll be the right movie for some other people, but it was not the right movie for the Turtles. So overall, I'm going to give this 2 out of 5 shells. That's a generous 2 out of 5 shells. Anyway, X Society. Remember to like, subscribe, join the X community, follow us on Rumble as well, YouTube, and make sure, guys, to tell us if you want to see a particular show or movie added to our queue for the review list. We out.